alternate jerseys. Yes, your Chicago Blackhawks beat the New Jersey Devils 8-5 with a double hat-trick night in the United Center. This game was just a scoring fest from puck drop to the final horn. We had ourselves a scoring fest in the United Center tonight as your Chicago Blackhawks put up 8 on the New Jersey Devils with 2 Blackhawks scoring hat tricks tonight. One playing his 100th NHL game, and the other, he's been the star of the team for years. The Hawks get this victory, and well, defense doesn't exist again tonight, but it doesn't matter. When you put up an 8 spot, you're going to win this game. And this is the first time in regulation for a win in the United Center in over 17 games. Wow. This game was this unflippin' believable. 8 goals were put up. The Hawks were playing the Devils tonight, yes. The Devils last night beat the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-1. They came into Chicago and kept their scoring going and got 5 tonight. But your Chicago Blackhawks prevailed and showed well-rested was helpful tonight in this game. They put up the more goals and they showed. Kane had himself a game. DeBrincat had himself a game. The Bagel had himself a game. Kevin Lankinen back in net for your Chicago Blackhawks. Yes, he let in 5, but honestly, he was pretty solid in net for his first game back since January after breaking his hand. Lankinen looked solid even though, 5 goals went past him. But the Hawks were able to prevail. The defense, it was terrible. It usually is. But it was fine. We got the victory. I don't care. This was a big victory for your Chicago Blackhawks against a team who are, lesser than you in the standings when you are also one of the bottom feeders. This was a one high-scoring affair in Chicago tonight. The power play tonight was lethal for your Chicago Blackhawks. It was lethal in the second period where the Hawks had multiple power plays and they put up 3 power play goals with having 4 power plays. They went 3 for 4. That's insane there. The Devils went 0 for 2. Face-off percentage. The Hawks lost at this stat 57% to the Devils, 42% to the Hawks. Okay. Shots, it was very close. 36-37 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. So, since there were plenty of goals tonight, let's get into the goals of the night, shall we? To start, it was in the first period. The first period, we were seeing back and forth, more so stuck in the Hawks' defensive zone. Yeah, it was a little bit of back and forth going, but the Hawks had an issue coming out of their zone. But when they did, it came around the 7-minute mark in the first period, and this happened at 7:34 in the first period. Scored by number 38, Brandon the Bagel Hagel for his first of the night, 15th of the season, and his 100th NHL game. The Bagel gets on the board for your Chicago Blackhawks to the scoring going. He steals the puck in the defensive zone, goes into the slot, and beats Gillies to make it 1-0 Chicago Blackhawks. But 2 minutes later, the Devils continue their charge. And at 9:41 in the first period, Jack Hughes gets on the board for his 15th of the season, assisted by Ryan Graves. Puck gets stuck on the boards, battled for the puck. Hughes gets it down the slot where Steph Jones was battling. Couldn't get a handle of it. Graves feeds it back down to Hughes, and he beats Lakeinen to tie it all up. 1-1. Then the Devils continue their pressure. They keep the pressure in the Hawks' defensive zone, moving the puck well. And, 9 minutes later at 18:55, the Devils get the lead to make it a 1-goal game at 2-1. Sharagovich scores his 12th of the season, assisted by Hughes and Sillengartner, to give the Devils a 1-goal lead going into the second period. The Hawks honestly were bad in the first period. They were on their heels. The Devils came in with energy. They were moving the puck well. They looked like the better team in the first period of play. But we go to the second period, and you could tell the Devils were now on a back-to-back because the Hawks get an early power play in the second period, and they capitalize on it. At 1:34 in the second period, scored by number 88, Patrick Kane. His first of the night, 14th of the season, assisted by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, and number 4, Steph Jones, to tie this game all up. A minute and 30 seconds into the second period, Kaner gets on the board off a beautiful power play goal. The Hawks are all tied up, and we continue the pressure. They were coming in steaming, moving the puck well, getting opportunities. It goes to a penalty kill, but goes 4-on-4, killed. We get a power play. Then at 11:24 in the second period, scored by number 88, Patrick Kane. His second of the night, 15th of the season, assisted by number 4, Steph Jones, and number 12, Alex DeBrincat, to give the Hawks the lead right back on the power play. Kaner gets his second power play goal of the night to give the Hawks a 3-2 lead. They were trailing in the second period. They come in, get 2 power play goals. And, the power play continues because a few minutes later, the Hawks get another power play, and they capitalize on it once again at 14:09 in the second period. Scored by number 38, Brandon the Bagel Hagel, with his second of the night, 16th of the season, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane, and number 12, Alex DeBrincat. On a power play, Hawks get into the offensive zone. The Bagel gets it in the slot and beats Gillies to give the Hawks a 2-goal lead now. Bagel with his second of the night. You're starting to see where the double hat trick's coming from. His 16th of the season. Hagel was outstanding tonight for your Chicago Blackhawks. But the Devils get an opportunity. They go on a breakaway at 17:43 in the second period. Jesper Bratt scores his first of the night, 17th of the season, assisted by Severson and Jonas Sigerthaler. I mispronounced his name prior, but I made sure to pronounce it right this time. He gets the other assist. Bratt ties it. Well, doesn't tie it, gets it within one, and we go to the third period. 4-3 game now. Do the floodgates continue to open? And, well, we go into the third period. It does. And, well, the Hawks came in with a little bit of pressure, but the Devils were hard on the Hawks to keep the pressure on them, keeping them in the defensive zone. And, well, at 8:36 in the third period, Jonas Sigerthaler scores his first of the season, assisted by Thomas Tatar and Dougie Hamilton, to tie this game all up 4-4. Okay, we're all tied up now again, but there's about 10 minutes remaining in regulation time. And we still have quite a bit of goals to cover. And, well, they start coming at 14:04 in the third period. Scored by number 77, Kirby Dach, his 8th of the season, assisted by number 5, Connor Murphy, and number 4, Steph Jones, to get this game back in the Hawks' lead, 5-4 Hawks. This goal put it on the highlight reel for Dach. It was a beauty for him. He could have passed it over to Hagel so Hagel could get the hat trick, but he doesn't. He gets the puck from Murphy in the defensive zone, and he goes coast to coast, basically, forehand, backhand, past Gillies, into the empty net, basically. It's a 5-4 game. And the Hawks come back with another goal. 40 seconds later, at 14:45 in the third period, scored by number 22, Ryan Carpenter, his second of the season, assisted by number 58, Mackenzie Entwistle, and number 4, Steph Jones, to give the Hawks their 2-goal lead back. It's 6-4 Chicago Blackhawks. Carpy gets his second of the season, but you have to get all credit to Entwistle. He gets the puck into the offensive zone, and he was falling. He gets it over to Carpy, and Carpy gets it in the spot where you're wanting to bury it. He does. It's a 6-4 game. 10 goals already up, and the Hawks still have more to score. And the Devils have 1 left. And that comes a minute later at 15:45 in the third period. Jesper Bratt with his second of the night, 18th of the season, assisted by Severson and Hughes. This goal was one you can't blame Lakeinen on. It was just one of those crisp, quick passes and one-times and by Bratt into the net. Can't blame anyone on. It was kind of defensive fall, but the Hawks were able to hold on. It's a 1-goal game now, but the Hawks are needing a couple Hatties, don't they? And you know who they are. The Devils pull their goalie, and the Hawks take charge. At 18:34 in the third period. Scored by number 88, Patrick Kane. His 30th hat trick and 16th of the season to make it a 7-5 game. Right there, that was good. We got one hat trick down. Kaner gets it, goes down, empty net. Hawks basically win at this point, okay? But we need one more Hattie, right? And we did it. Because with 30 seconds remaining in regulation time at 1932, in the third period, on the empty net goal, scored by number 38, Brandon, the Bagel Hagel, for the hat trick, and in his 100th NHL game, Hagel gets the Hattie, had himself a game. But a little bit of a little incident happened after the Hagel Hattie. He drops the gloves because PK Subban was an idiot. He was an idiot. He went in and roughed up, I believe, Kirby Doc. So he came in and Hagel saw it and they dropped the gloves. Okay, Bagel drops the gloves after Hattie on the Devils. Was Subban thinking, okay, this is excessive and too many goals have been put up? Maybe. But I don't care. What he did was dirty. He honestly should be looked at by the NHL players' safety, in my opinion. He got a game misconduct. They got into a little bit of scrum. Hagel comes out for the second star of the night, though. This game was a great game. We got to see a double hat trick. The last time that's happened with the Blackhawks was back in 2003 with Steve Stolovan and Eric Daze doing it in the same game. That's a long time ago. Almost 20 years ago, we haven't seen it by the Chicago Blackhawks. And we saw it tonight. The Bagel and Kane gets the hat tricks. We had hat trick Kane, and we had a hat trick for the Bagel. That's awesome to see. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were from tonight's crazy high-scoring game with a double hat trick. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, a double hat trick and Hawks win! Hawks win!